In the southern Ukrainian city of Kherson, a woman is brought to her knees as it sinks in that both her parents are dead.
I hate the Russians. These people took the most precious people in my life. These are my parents, but I have a son, and for him I must live.
This shelling was in the same region where Ukrainian soldiers took back control from the Russians about 2 weeks earlier. Ukrainian President Zelensky toured a Kyiv suburb that had been damaged by rockets earlier in the week. Later, he offered some rare criticism of Kyiv city officials, accusing them of not doing enough to restore power there. Zelensky said, though, that workers managed to restore power to about 6 of the 12 million people that were left without electricity.
The key task of today, as well as the other days of this week, is energy. From Wednesday until today, we have managed to halve the number of people whose electricity is cut off to stabilize the system.
Zelensky also said he got an assurance from the president of the European Commission that another $500 million in aid is coming from the EU by the end of the year. Also on Friday, the British Foreign Secretary arrived, promising another $3.5 million to help rebuild local infrastructure. And the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine arrived with loads of donated blankets.
The United States is going to continue to do everything we possibly can, working night and day to provide help on winterization needs, to provide as much air defense and other security assistance as possible, and to also help Ukraine repair its energy infrastructure so people aren't in the cold and dark and without water.
Russian President Vladimir Putin met with mothers of Russian soldiers, telling them he felt their pain. But in the wake of numerous reports that his conscripts are ill-prepared for battle, he also told them not to believe what they're hearing.
There's a load of fakes, deceptions, and lies. Modern technology has made information attacks effective. Information is also a weapon, and these attacks are an effective way of fighting.
But the public relations battle is increasingly important in Russia. There is proposed legislation that would effectively ban public criticism of Russia's attack. Andy Roesgen, TRT World.